Yo, what's up, sports bettors? I got some more bets for tonight, and I just bet this on Prize Picks, but what we're going to be breaking down in this video is No House Advantage. So No House Advantage, it's a platform very similar to Prize Picks, where any 5-pick entry with insurance you create, if you go 5 for 5, you get a 12x payout. If you go 4 for 5, you get a 2.6x payout. So it doesn't matter, you take overs, you take all unders, it literally doesn't matter at all. It's a fixed payout platform, right? So I've broken down the math before, but essentially to be profitable on No House Advantage long term, playing their 5-pick insured entries, you got to win 53.227% of your player props. I mean, it really is that simple. It's a fixed payout platform, right? It doesn't matter if you have baseball picks, it doesn't matter if you take unders, overs. If you're winning above 53.227, 54% of your picks, whatever, if that's what you're hitting, you're going to be profitable. If you're only able to win 52% of your player props, so if we get, just get rid of these, basically if you can select your over-unders correctly, above 53.22% of the time, you're going to be profitable on No House Advantage. What No House Advantage assumes is most people, they don't have much of an edge, right? So if you don't have much of an edge, you're only going to be winning these like 50% of the time, and you're not going to be profitable. So the way the sportsbook makes money off you is their payouts are set up so that you have to win 53.227% of your picks to be profitable. So how do we do that? Well, we do that with the OddsJam software. So the tool I typically start out on is called the Positive EV tool, and all this tool shows you is player props on No House Advantage, whatever other sportsbooks you have set up, right? Profitable bets. So in the case of No House Advantage, 5-pick insurance, it's just showing you player props that are winning above 53.227% of the time, right? So the first player prop we're going with is Fox under 2.5 made threes. And if you're curious, like, well, how do we know this player prop is winning over 53.227% of the time? Look at the sports books, right? All the sports books have the under for Fox heavily favored. All the sports books, I apologize, not all the Foxes, but all the sports books are saying, yo, Fox, he's a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over, right? FanDuel has his under at minus 154. All the sportsbooks have his under heavily favored. So this is a sharp player prop bet, a profitable bet to include in your entry, right? All the sportsbooks have the under heavily favored. That's a play we want to include. And we just need to find 5 of them, right? So Fox is the first play. Then I flipped over to the fantasy screen. So the fantasy screen is kind of similar, right? It just reads in odds from sportsbooks and tells you the win probability for your bets. So for Martinikas, as an example, we already have a play on Fox from the Positive EV tool, under 2.5 threes. So I'm going to skip over this play on player assists. But you can see Martinikas, over 2.5 shots on goal. All the books have his over heavily favored, right? All the sports books are saying, yo, he's juiced to go over, right? So for Fox, all the sports books are saying, yo, he's a lot more likely to go under as opposed to over. Whereas for Martinikas, all the sports books are saying, yo, he's a lot more likely to go over as opposed to under. Curry, over 5.5 assists, right? Sabonis, over 37.5 PRAs. So a bunch of good plays, a bunch of value in the market. And what I ended up going with is Kemp, no single, Curry, over 5.5 assists, Fox under 2.5 made threes. This play is incredible. I mean, the sportsbooks, Pinnacle Sportsbook, sharpest sportsbook in the world, they have this under all the way at minus 159. So that's my second pick. Third pick, Sabonis, over 37.5 PRAs. Martinikas, over 2.5 shots on goal from the OddsJam fantasy screen, a new tool we launched, which is a pretty cool tool. Helps you find a lot of sharp bets. So hopefully this video was helpful. Let's make some money.